Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome day so far and that you had an amazing weekend too. So we're going to focus today on the upper body, definitely the shoulders and stabilizing shoulders such as the pecs and the rhomboids. We'll do a little bit of core work as well. I know we've been a little bit heavy lately on doing a lot of the lower body on the last video, so I thought this is a really nice thing to add in some shoulder work, which is super important. There's a lot of times of how we sit and how we hold ourselves and the motion that we use with our arms and shoulders, we tend to forget of how important it is to stabilize the rotator cuff muscles and the shoulder girdle itself. So this is a nice little sequence for that. So what you'll need are 2 blocks, your yoga mat, and be close to a wall and a great attitude. And let's roll, all right? Here we go. So let's start down in a seated position. And some of us who have tight hips, you may want to sit up. You can see it on a block there. You may not need it, but it's definitely good to help stabilize the pelvis and help yourself out. And then cross your legs however you want to do it, okay? Though I will invite you to do it the opposite of how you normally sit, just to help balance out those hip flexors. So once we're here, we'll sit nice and tall, have that nice extension in our spine, okay? And then I want you to go ahead and just take the arms straight out in front of you, okay? And let's squeeze the hands together and really feel all the press points from the pinky fingers all the way across to the thumbs. And I just want to squeeze in the hands. And think about like you have 4 press points, 2 near the palms, underneath the pinky, underneath the ring finger, below the thumb and across from the thumb. Really squeeze those in so you feel nice contact with all portions of the hand and the fingers. And notice too, if you're able to have, all parts of the fingers touching on the thumbs too, so there's no space there. And I mean, really squeeze in. And just notice how that feels up in the shoulders. At the same time here, zip up your core, get the ribs pressed back. Good. Inhale. Now when we exhale, we're going to release, but we're just going to turn the palms over, and here we're going to have more internal rotation of the shoulders. And press the fingers, the thumbs together, and really try and roll as much of the tops of the hands there into each other that you can. Notice just what the action's happening in your shoulders, how it feels. Really roll and squeeze. Breathe. Last breath. And then exhale. Release. And then just roll up with the shoulders and then down. Do it again. Roll up, down. So just a little bit of rotation in the shoulder socket. And then I want you to inhale, lift the shoulders straight up towards your ears. This is what we call elevation. And anatomical terms there. And when we exhale, shoulder blades go down your back. That's what we call depression, okay? So there, if you can see, I have a lot of room in my neck. Most of us are here in elevation. Shoulders are creeping up. We're unaware of it. That causes all kinds of tension into the neck, shoulders, the upper traps, down through the shoulder girdle and the back. So here we just want to feel the elevation, and then we want to exhale, press down, depress the shoulder blades down the back. Notice the shoulder blades, bring them down and keep the back broad, okay? Versus squeezing in. Though for a moment, let's try it. So squeeze the shoulder blades together. This is what we call retraction, right? Squeezing in. And then exhale, separate them. That's protraction. So right now what we want to feel is depress shoulders and protract it out. Now we begin stabilizing even underneath the trochanteria there into the shoulder girdle. Good. Okay, so I'm going to just move for a second so you can see from a side profile. But what I want you guys to do is I want you to actually squeeze the hands together, work the forearms together, and squeeze your elbows in nice and tight, okay? And really work there. I'll do just from the side position here. So I'm not cutting off the face. We're squeezing in. Again, feel the press points and the hands squeezing together. Also, don't let your belly lean forward here, right? Don't let that anterior tilt up the pelvis. Still drop the tailbone down and feel the ribs press back and squeeze. Squeeze. Good. And boom, release. Again, roll shoulders up, down, do it again, and then reverse direction. Up from the back and down the front. Great, okay. Then, we're seated here. Notice your legs. Switch the crossing of your legs, however you had it the first time. Switch it up. And then, I want you to go ahead and roll the shoulders up, down the back, and then take the arms out to a T position. That's internal rotation right now. Go external rotation with palms up, shoulders down, and then bring the arms overhead. And then I want you to clasp those hands together, really squeeze, and then depress the shoulder blades down your back, and keep the shoulders protracted there. And then really try to work the forearms in towards each other. Breathe. So your ribs press back too. If you're doing this correctly, you should be shaking a little bit there in those arms. Shoulder blades down. Really crush the hands. And release. Good. Roll the shoulders again. Now we want to find one of our blocks here. Just in the seated position. Take the block so the thick side of the block is facing the ceiling and the block is running horizontally, okay? So it should be pretty wide. We don't want to go, this is vertical, right? We want horizontal. So then, holding the block in front of you, take your fingers, keep them extended, and slide the fingers on the outside of the block so the tops of your fingers are going past the edge of the block. Both sides. And then your thumbs are pointing directly up towards the ceiling, okay? You want to squeeze the block here. So zero space between your fingers and the block. Press engage the press points of the hands into the block. And then notice the elbows. Do they want to go out? Roll the elbows in, depress the shoulder blades down and protract them, and then feel your ribs press towards the back of the body. Hold it. Squeeze. Squeeze. Good, one more breath. And relax. Good, and then from here, take the arms behind the back, interlace your fingers, okay? Bend at the elbows for a moment, roll the shoulders up and down, squeeze the elbows in, and then extend the arms straight down so the knuckles are reaching for the ground. And roll your triceps in towards each other. Let the belly pull back, and then shoulders down the back, shoulder blades down too. And we're just opening up the pecs there from a little bit of work we've already done. I'm going to balance it out. Good, deep breath in. Exhale, release, shake it off. And then we're going to come into a little dolphin table to dolphin plank. So this is going to really work your core, but we also want to help still stabilize the shoulders. So you're going to start in table, right? And we have the block now on the ground. It's going to be right in front of us. Again, running horizontally. So we're going to take the forearms onto the ground. You're going to extend your fingers, and we're squeezing the block just like we did just a moment ago, okay? Thumbs up towards the ceiling. And then you're still in a table position here. Don't let the belly drop down and collapse in your spine. Go to the front side of your body, press towards the backs of the body. Depress the shoulders down and protract. So this is just a dolphin table, okay? Then walk your knees back. Keep the elbows in at shoulders width apart. Press the ground with the forearms. You're on your knees now. So we're coming into that dolphin plank. This is a modified version. Or if you want a little extra work now, you're going to lift your knees off the ground. So I'll do a side profile so you can see from here. So we're still squeezing the block. This is with knees off, heels back. Front of the body is lifted towards the backs of the body. Fingers are active, the elbows are not going out to the sides, and we're pressing the ground away with the forearms. Shoulder blades down the back. You can always have the knees down if you want, but don't collapse in the belly. Pull it up and keep the back broad. Breathe. Heels back, chest forward, last breath. Good, gently drop the knees, flatten the toes, press the ground away, we're coming up into Sphinx pose. You want to feel, here I'll come back to face you guys. So we want to feel your forearms firmly pressing down, you're lifting your chest up. Now the chin is not leaning forward, okay? You want to reach up from the crown of the head up and then pulling it back. It's almost like more of a tuck to the chin. You're still pressing the ground away with the forearms and you're opening up the chest. Let's do it one more time, okay? You got this. Squeeze the block with the hands. You can come up onto the knees, everybody. So we lift the pelvis up. Pause here for a moment. Broaden the back. Elbows stay in through the front of the body, pressing towards the back side of the body. Engage your glutes. Stay there or bring the knees off the ground now. And breathe. Stay with it. Chest is reaching through the gates of the arms, shoulders down the back. Press back through the heels. Thigh bones lifting for the ceiling. Make sure you have a neck. Squeeze the block. Zero space between the hands of the block. Last breath. Good, and boom, release. Back into Sphinx. Broaden the back, lift the chest. Crown the head up and back. Good. Inhale. Exhale, we're going to release. Hands come down. Let the forehead rest on the hands as the hands come under the head. Just pause for a moment. Relax. And slowly pressing up. We're going to work the standing. We're going to definitely need a block. And this is where now you need to go to the wall. So we'll head to the wall. We're going to put this block between our calves, okay? And we'll roll the calves in. I want you to make sure your toes and feet are square and they're pointing forward. We'll then walk to the wall. Walk back, so the back of the body is to the wall. You want to feel the feet come as far back as you can to the wall. The heels may touch, they may not. Hands on the hips for a moment. Press the lower back into the wall. So you drop the tailbone slightly, zip up the core, press your belly towards the wall, okay? There could be a little bend in your knees right now. Arms right out alongside the body here. Palms facing forward, then lift the chest up, press the crown of the head back, and then if you can, straighten the legs. And lift the heart up. And this is just a nice way to open up the pecs. And to press the shoulder blades down. Stabilizing that shoulder girdle. And opening the pecs from all the work we've done with the shoulders. Good. Deep breath in. Now, as we exhale, we're going to release. Walk your feet away from the wall a little bit. Let your glutes touch the wall. Let your arms get heavy. We're going to slowly allow the torso just to release. Then you can take the block out from the calves. You can put it on the ground. Your hands can come on the block, or let the arms hang. Let your head hang in this nice forward fold. Letting the upper traps go, the neck, the shoulders. Let the spine go a little bit too. And then press the feet firmly in the ground. Make sure you're not leaning too far forward on the balls. Feet keep equal, balance on the heels and the balls of the feet. Press the feet down, roll thighs in, and slowly roll through your spine. All the way up, shoulders down, palms forward, So guys, feel free to repeat that sequence. And if you'd like to add a little bit more or hold on a little bit longer on that dolphin plank to work your core more, that's fine. If you want to work against the wall, do that a couple of rounds. That's fine too. What's important is that you find what works best in your body, okay? Thanks for tuning in today, guys. We'll see you soon. Namaste.